Joe, how you doing, baby?
I'm good, man. I'm in my comfy chair, as I was just telling you about. So, yeah, man, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. You're not in the office today? Not coming to visit us?
No. I'll come next week.
Yeah. How's everything going on your side, though?
Good, man. Yeah. Just, I mean, I'm actually finding markets really interesting at the minute. So, yeah, just enjoying it, to be honest. Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm going to oppose your view, and I'm going to be on the opposite end. Like this morning, just every morning I feel like I'm doing a rundown. So look, technically I'm still finding some opportunities, so it's fine, that I'm being able to trade, but very intraday, not like these nice swings that I'm used to. But when I'm reading the rundowns, like this morning, I was actually gritting my teeth because I'm saying the same shh. Like this morning again, I'm saying about how Nancy Pelosi, if I have to keep hearing that name, I'm going to lose my mind. Like Nancy.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Dude, just saying the same thing over and over. Like we haven't had anything new. Why are markets getting big, hard, like I was going to say you something inappropriate, but they're getting very stimulated by the same shit.
I know. That's a good point because it's like there's fiscal stimulus negotiations, which are so boring now. Obviously, Brexit, it was a bit exciting the other week, wasn't it? But now it's boring again. So I do get what you're saying there, but like I'm looking forward to the election, man. It's only like a week and a half away.
I know, bro. That's come around really fast. It's so strange.
So quick.
Like, yeah. So obviously maybe you can fill us in because do you know what? This is the first one I didn't really like. The last debate I'd sort of really listened into the highlights, but I didn't. I heard Trump was more conservative in this one. What was the sort of general feel around this? I don't think markets moved too much.
I haven't had the opportunity to fully watch the whole thing yet. I'm just going off of what a couple of different sources have been saying about how, like news outlets and stuff. But generally, the vibe I get is because they muted each other's mics when the other person was talking, so they couldn't interrupt each other.
Oh man, why'd they do that?
because they wanted a more civil debate, and that is basically what they got in the end.
Yeah.
So, but to be fair, quite a few people have been saying that Trump. I often hear this, but Trump came off as presidential. And Biden also came off as more presidential. So, just got to see what happens in the polls now, like next week.
I mean, obviously, at the end of the day, Biden's still leading by quite a decent margin. Let me see if I can bring you something up here. Just show you. You don't. Do you really use TradingView? TradingView.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because use it quite a lot.
Yeah. Let me show you something. TradingView. So basically they post, let me see if they've still got it up there. I found it by mistake. I mean, you can always keep an eye on the polls elsewhere, but I thought this tool was really, really handy just for the everyday person if this decides to load.
Yeah, I haven't seen the TradingView. So what's this, the poll, following the poll data or something?
Yeah, look here. So election polls, so they just putting together like the average and they're updating it. It's in real time. They're updating it every time.
Nice.
Look, you see? So election polls, obviously Biden 50.7, Trump there 42.8, and they like put it into a chart and everything. It's quite cool. It's just useful to see.
Yeah.
But then, like,
you see how
go on.
No, sorry, go on. What are you going to say?
No, you go first because I'm going to go off a minute.
Okay. No, I was just saying you can see just in that chart that you're showing us how in the last 10 days or so the gap has actually narrowed a little bit between Trump and Biden.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that might have been weighing on market sentiment a little bit. Higher risk of a contested outcome, marginally higher risk.
I'll give you that. Well said. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because obviously, from what I continue to read anyway, Biden's just being seen as the more friendlier for risk appetite. Everyone's still saying from what I'm seeing. But yeah, man, interesting. If anyone tries to trade or have any positions open when the election results are coming out, you are a crazy mother F.
You just know it's going both ways, isn't it? Because it's either going to surge one way, then there's going to be like crazy profit taking, or I have no idea what's going to happen.
It's untradeable. Like if you try and trade it, you're going to get caught out. If you have a stop loss anyway, you're going to get taken out both sides. Or even if you don't have a stop loss, you're potentially going to blow your account because it's just going to move aggressively both ways. But man. What else been going on this week? Obviously, we just touched upon Brexit. They're seemingly making progress today. Is like they're going, as in Friday, they're sitting down, intensifying negotiations on fisheries, I think.
Yeah, main thing I think was on, when was the day when GBP had the big surge? I think it was Wednesday.
Wednesday. Mm-hmm.
say because talks are officially back on now. Remember last Friday they said that talks with the EU are over. So that was the main thing, really. Now they're going to target this deal for mid-November, so we've got another month of it now.
I know. I saw that, man. Sorry, this chair is really annoying me. I need to get some WD-40. It's like really squeaking. But yeah, so dude, yeah, that's good. I know, it's just dragging out, isn't it? It's dragging out, and it just shows that big buffoon Boris Johnson. That's just the regular thing now. He's just buffoon.
I love how you call it that.
I wish I could call it more things, bro. Like he just every time I say his name, he's my blood boils. But look, it just shows like that, you know, he just has no credence like in what he says. Like everything he says, you just know it's just BS. Like what he said last week about just we're walking away from the talk. Shut up, you big buffling buffoon. Jeez,
it was the unbelievable thing, wasn't it? Like everybody knew they were going to be sat at the table again this week.
Exactly, just like.
Well, maybe they didn't know because GBP had quite a big reaction to it.
Bro,
I don't know. It's a weird one.
Yeah, I mean, not if you look at last Friday, we didn't really. Not too much. Not
true.
We still defended
we didn't sell off too bad.
Yeah, not too bad, dude.
Yeah.
But okay, Brexit aside, what else have we had going on this week?
Oh, I mean, we touched upon the stimulus, and to be honest, the stimulus talks in the US. My view at this point is that the whole thing is just like a political farce. You know what I mean? They're trying to put on a bit of a show, the Democrats, to make it look like they're trying to get a deal before the election, but they're not. They're not really trying to do anything. Do you know what I mean? It's for show. That's what I reckon.
Yeah, come on. Realistically, we're not going to sign something before the elections. It's not going to happen, is it? And I guess the market's just seeing it as it's a win-win, right? They're providing optimism. They're going to get something done. Like either whatever president comes out and wins, they're going to want to come out as a hero and be like, yes, I'm signing this fiscal stimulus. Let's make it, the maximum we can, whatever trillion.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? So it's going to happen anyway. But I just feel sorry for all these Americans that are just getting like peanuts right now still,
Dude, yeah.
Literally peanuts.
I know, it's like we've said about this before, haven't we? Like we've talked about it in the context of Brexit, but it's the same with this. It's like these politicians are playing politics whilst real people are out there like suffering as a result of their political game.
Exactly.
It's sad, man.
It is sad. They don't care. As I say, like the politicians got sweet. Their heads in the clouds. They're just oblivious to reality,
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, fiscal stimulus. Okay, I'm looking forward to hearing the end of that. I'm trying to think this week in terms of like data. One thing actually we should mention that the markets again. This is what I mean. Markets are just really out of touch with a few key things. Now, I was going to talk about Australian dollar. Let's get onto that in a moment. Let's talk about firstly COVID, because COVID cases continue to rise drastically, dude. Across Europe, you've seen it. Spain, France, surging like mad. The UK.
Yeah, here. Yeah.
And surely, at some point, it's going to have to take its toll on the markets. How long can we ignore it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it is getting priced into equity markets. I definitely think it was getting priced into this week. So I don't know if you're watching, but like European equities had a pretty bad week. Like they're doing okay today.
Quite subdued, weren't they?
Because that's strong German data this morning, manufacturing PMI. But prior to that, they were having quite a bad week. And I think a lot of that was a reflection of, everything you just said. But then it's weird because euro hasn't really suffered like this week because dollar's been weaker this week.
Exactly.
It's been weird, man. Like this is something I was going to mention to you as well, actually, what I was going to see, like what you reckon about this.
Go on.
It's like, there's normally a negative correlation between dollar and equity.
Yeah.
That has gone this week.
Yeah, it has. You're right. It has, dude. I just don't get it. I think, I do get it. Once these elections are done and this fiscal stimulus fiasco is all finished, then we're going to go back to normal and we're going to start paying attention to things.
Yeah.
As soon as markets start seeing the data's going off again, because obviously these economic restrictions in Europe and the UK, then everyone's going to be crapping the bed again. They're like, oh, goodness, okay. So this risk move comes back. What surprises me is why is NZD up there and why is AUD up there? Because these central banks are pricing in that, mate, they're going to be acting. Why are you up there? Come down, you silly things. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, especially like we were just saying, equities didn't do that well this week, and usually those two currencies love to follow what equities are doing. So, dude, I know I'm 100% with you. Like, it might be a good opportunity.
Yeah,
man.
big shorts.
The thing is, I think, yeah, but
go on.
Yeah, now this is one of my theories that I've had this week, and I've explained it a couple of times to the members in the free cap. But like, one of the things I was thinking is FX markets and equities are focused on different things. FX markets are looking ahead to 2021 when they're hoping there'll be a Biden administration that'll be spending lots of money, global growth will be good, like Fed will still be dovish, US growth will be good, and that's all very dollar negative, risk appetite positive. So it's almost like that's what FX markets have been thinking about, whereas equities have been more, focused on stimulus and the election and stuff, like more short-term things. So
agreed.
But yeah, maybe FX markets can like come back to reality in a way, come back to like what actually matters now, which is all the stuff you just been saying, like with the central banks as well.
Yeah, and I know obviously there's a lot of stimulus still going around, dude, as well. But we got the dollar has to have a huge correction at some point because. I think we got US GDP next week, by the way, and they're expecting like a really, really significant rebound, like in the advanced GDP for Q3, expecting a massive rebound. And like at some point, the dollar's got to become dominant again, just on the fact that the US economy is the freaking leader of the world, and data is just impressive. Yeah. They've got all this stimulus, the stock market's buoyant again. Why shouldn't the dollar start gaining ground again? Why should it keep weakening as a safe haven instead being the number one reserve currency of the world and the most strongest currency, in a sense? Do you know what I mean? Why shouldn't it?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, I've heard there's one argument that I've been hearing people talk about the fact that, like the size of the deficit in the US at the minute is massive. Like their debt is growing really, really quick.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Is I think that's concerning a lot of people. And then also, currencies used to be driven more by trade balances and stuff in the past than they are now. But like the US trade balance is very like unfavorable at the moment as well. So I've heard people make that argument, like those two factors. Yeah, like you say, the economic growth is doing better than like the Eurozone at the minute, and it probably will go in 2021. But those other two factors probably going to continue to be negatives, if you know what I mean. I don't know. I'm kind of clutching at straws here a bit, but
yeah, no, it's valid. It's a valid point. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I like that, dude.
Yeah,
I like that a lot. Okay, cool. I'm just trying to think. What else have we had? That's pretty much it, hasn't it, this week?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Just next week. I think the highlights really that US GDP data.
ECB.
Oh yeah, ECB. What are we expecting there, do you reckon? Seeing as the Euro's in this moon at the moment.
Yeah, true. Is it going to hurt the Euro? That's a good question.
Maybe some verbal intervention?
Yeah, like I think a lot of people are expecting them to almost signal that more QE is on the way in December.
Yeah.
That's what I've seen a lot of banks like predicting, like, you know what I mean? So,
I mean, like, man.
It'll be dovish.
Yeah, it's got to be. They've had two back-to-back months, haven't they, of negative inflation, deflation.
Yeah.
2, innit?
2, yeah. 2, probably about to be 3.
Yeah, true.
Oh my God.
True. So, yeah, maybe some bit of Euro pullback there, perhaps, an opportunity. But following week on that Tuesday, I'm going to be covering, just for the members, I'm just going to do an all-nighter here in the office and cover US elections.
Dude, that actually reminds me, I was thinking about doing the same. Shall I just come in?
Yeah, mate. We could just get some beers and get some pizza and just stay up, innit? Cool. See what happens. Yeah, cover it. I think it'd be quite cool.
Yeah. Me tweeting about it, all that.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, you're hot on that shit. Yeah. So yeah, man. Cool, dude. Well, up to much weekend?
No, I'm having a quiet one. Finally.
Nice.
What about you?
Me and lady heading up to Oxford this weekend, so just like a little weekend away. Yeah, and that's it, my dudes. That's it.
Are you taking the kids or?
No, just me and the missus.
No.
Yeah, broski.
Nice, man. Nice. Enjoy.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Oxford's well nice as well, isn't it? It's like
it's lovely.
Picturesque.
Lovely.
Yeah.
All right, my dudes.
Beautiful. Nice one.
Have an amazing one. Stay lit, baby. Let's get it.